Eric Felton Orchestra.
What a great show. So well done, and what wonderful music. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you'll go to the telephone right now and become a member because you enjoyed it. Don't go away. We've got more music to come. We've got the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band right here in the studio with us. They're going to play a little bit more, so you'll want to be here for that. But right now, go to your telephone. When we walked into the studio this evening, and we looked at this program and we looked at the goal that had been set for the program, what we were looking at was a goal of welcoming a total of 45 new members. We needed 45 people throughout all of Northeast and North Central Ohio to stand up and say, okay, I'm willing to go from being just a viewer to being a member. Well, 29 of your friends and neighbors have already done what we're asking you to do, and right now we are you and 15 others away from wrapping this program up quite successfully, meeting the goal, and being able to invest money in great music of the 40s for you to enjoy throughout the year, in addition to all of the other programs that you and your family appreciate and enjoy on WVIZ PBS. But reaching this goal is critical, and it really is going to come down to you. So please choose a level of support that you're comfortable with, that fits into your budget. There's no minimum membership here, but do make the call. If you can join us with a pledge of $150, we can send you the videotape of the program that you just watched, and I know that's one that I'm going to want to have in my library. And you'll also get your choice of the CD or the audio cassette of the music from the program, so you can have that music to do your housework by, or to take in the car with you, or if you're a walker, to listen as you walk. Pick up your telephone right now and join with us. As I said, that $150 level, it's not for everyone. Maybe what you can manage right now is a pledge of $60 or a pledge of $35. Make up your own amount, but help us reach this goal. Remember, we started needing 45 new members. We are now 14 new members away from reaching that goal. We're going to go over to Maureen, and maybe she and her guests can inspire you to go to your phone.
Speaking of being inspired, Jeannie, I was just thinking about how much this music makes you want to move. I was just standing here, just moving all over the place, because you can't stand still when you listen to big band music. And so if you're going out walking every day, if you're on a program where you just know how healthy it is and how good it makes you feel to walk, then what a great thing to do is to have a CD or a cassette to be able to listen to the big band music. Or maybe it's the videotape that you'd like to have so that you can watch this program whenever. Share it with your grandchildren, share it with your children, share it with anybody who knows this music like you do, or maybe who you want to teach all about what was happening in your life during the big band era. $120 pledge is what it takes. You can put it on your credit card, call our volunteers. As Jeannie said, we're still looking, I think now, for 13 more new members in order to reach our goal. I have some very special guests. We've already talked with a couple of the people who are in the studio with the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band, and we have several others who have joined us. And first, I want to introduce you to Joe Nohale. Good evening, Joe. We're happy to have you here because we've been listening to this great live music all evening, and it's just been fabulous.
Well, thank you.
Tell us about the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band.
Well, the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band of Branch 40 started in 1890, strictly mailmen, and they went on all the way up to 1928 with basically letter carriers in the band. 1928, a clerk was invited to join the band, Lot Kojaluha, and he happened to stay in the band all the way until he left us.
You have a lot of longtime members.
Yes. This fellow right next to me, Lou Hutke, he has his own Bouncing Chicks, 10-piece band, and he's been in the band for 48 years, and he's playing tuba and trying to support me in the bass section. This gentleman over here, Wayne Myers, is 92 years old, has 55 years seniority in the band.
Now, who's on the screen right now?
On the screen is Lou Hutke right there.
What year was that? Do we know?
45.
1945. That was Lou. Okay. There he is.
There he is again. He's in the Navy. Now Wayne over here was in the Army. And as you see, at 92 years old, he's still smiling and he's full of vim and vigor. He's playing first chair trombone. When he slightly gets low on the high notes, then Art Cook, the other trombone player over there, takes over. This band...
And this is him in the center of this picture? Is that right?
Where are you, Wayne?
Center, this.
In the center, yes.
Picture. Center one. That's in New Guinea.
He was in New Guinea at the time, and he went over to the war on one boat with no escort and was playing the trombone to keep the things going. And I see we got to wrap it up here, so I'm going to leave Lou and Wayne out, and I will go to the rest of the band. From 1928, went into World War II. Players came back out. They were a mixed band of letter carriers, postal employees. They opened the band up in World War II for anyone. At this time in the band, we have 3 men from NASA that are retirees. Carl Norgren, Richard Vasicek, and Tom Herbell.
That's great, because I know that we have a lot of veterans in the band and a lot of people who've been in the band for a really long time. We want to thank you all for being here this evening, and want to thank you for having this wonderful live music that you've been able to bring to the program. And we're going to go over to Mickey now, who has a few more messages for us.
Okay. They are wonderful. Wasn't this the perfect show tonight to watch on this wonderful, warm summer evening? Hopefully this Saturday night was not a lonely night for you. Hopefully you were able to take your honey out on the patio and dance to the wonderful music we've just been listening to. 9, believe it or not, 9 is the number of new members we're looking for right now. I want to talk again about how multi-purpose joining right now is for you. First of all, again, it lets us know how much you appreciate the program. It lets us bring back programs just like this one for you. It gets you a copy of the program guide, which will come to you on a regular basis. And another thing you're going to get, your $90 pledge, if 9 of you will go to the phone right now, your $90 pledge will also get you a CD or a tape of tonight's show. I agree with my partners here that Eric does look like a young Ronald Reagan. He's very talented, isn't he? He plays, he sings, he leads the orchestra. Again, if you love the music, consider giving it as a gift to perhaps a parent or a family member. Thank you very much. I think Jeannie has some further information for you.
We've welcomed 37 new members. That's wonderful. The goal was 45. 37 people have already gone to the telephone, and we are now you and just 7 others away from reaching the goal for this wonderful program and for all of the great music that WVIZ PBS brings into your home all year long. Not to mention the outstanding drama that we present, the comedy, the musical specials. Pick up your telephone. Our volunteers have all the information about the thank you gifts that you can choose. They'll be happy to talk to you about that. The most important thing is that you make your call and your pledge of support. So join with us now. Don't let us fall short. You and 7 others will do it. You know something? We need a little marching music here. Music for you to march to your telephone and make your pledge of support. So let's have the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band bring us a little Stars and Stripes. How's that?
good at home as it does here in the studio, because we want to thank the Cleveland Letter Carriers Band so much for joining us with live music here from the WVIZ PBS studios. Speaking of live, we have phones that are live and ready here. We're still looking for 7 more callers, just 7 people who've been watching this show who want to be sure that we can ensure more programming just like this on WVIZ PBS in the future. That's how we pay for programming from people just like you. So now's the time to pick up that phone, call that number on the screen, the 1-800-473-2525, and make your pledge of support so that we can continue this kind of programming. What kind of memories did this trigger from you? Did you remember places that you were when you heard certain pieces of music tonight? Was Perry Como special to you, his music? Was it the Dorsey bands? Who was it? Who really was special to you, and what memories did that bring back just this evening? Whatever they were, now's the time to make your pledge of support. And thank WVIZ PBS, in fact, for bringing this kind of programming that you really don't get anywhere else. And the big band sound is, in some ways still so popular, and yet sometimes very hard to find. If you'd like that videotape, it's a $120 pledge to WVIZ PBS. Make the phone call right now. Jeannie?
The goal for this wonderful program was 45 new members. 40 people have now done what we're asking you to do. They went to the phone and they made a pledge. 41 people. We are 4 new members away from reaching this goal. We can do it. The band made a pledge. Another one from the band. That's their second pledge this evening. They not only gave up their time and their talent, and aren't they wonderful? The Cleveland Letter Carrier Band. They're just terrific, and they've been a joy in the studio all night long. They're very, very nice people. Pick up your telephone and show your applause for the band by becoming a member this evening. Remember those great thank you gifts. If you join us at the $150 level, you can choose the videotape of the big band sounds of World War II, the program we enjoyed together this evening, and your choice of either the audio cassette or the CD. At the $120 level, we'll send you the VHS by itself, or if you'd like to make a $90 pledge, we'll send you your choice of either the CD or audio cassette. If you'd like to make a pledge of less than $90, that's fine. That would be just wonderful. If you'd like to make a pledge of $60 or $35, we are 2 new members away from reaching this goal, and we've got 60 seconds. We started out this evening looking at welcoming 45 new members. 43 people answered the call. Now you and just one other person are needed to get all the way to the goal, and it is so important because it translates into WVIZ PBS being able to buy the next big band program that's available, making the commitment to Lawrence Welk, making the commitment to the wonderful music specials that are seen and heard on your public television station all year long. Out of all of the people who live in Northeast and North Central Ohio, are there not 2 people who think that big band music, the music of the 40s, is worth keeping alive? You do. I know you do. Well, please understand your pledge is needed. We are 1 new member away. Guess whose pledge that is? That's right. It's yours. We'll wait for your call.
Become the public in public television by becoming a supporting member of WVIZ PBS. Please have your Visa, Discover, MasterCard, or check debit card ready and call the numbers on your screen with your pledge of financial support. Or send your gift of $120, $90, or $60 to Membership, WVIZ PBS, 4300 Brook Park Road, Cleveland, Ohio, 44134. Or become a member online at www.wviz.org. Thank you.
From London factory worker to operatic singing sensation, he's the young British tenor currently taking the classical music world by storm. Meet Russell Watson when he visits the WVIZ PBS studios to talk about his musical beginnings and his whirlwind rise on the charts. Don't miss his U.S. television concert debut, Russell Watson, The Voice. Monday evening at 7:30 on WVIZ PBS, where you belong.
Can't get tickets to the biggest smash Broadway's ever seen? Get your taste of the producers right here with the making of the cast album, starring Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. It's a musical romp with Mel Brooks, recording the producers, only on great performances.
Tuesday at 7:30 on WVIZ PBS.
You're watching WVIZ PBS, where you belong.
It's a